All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are joining the author Andrew Snorton for the Fast 15. As we usually do each Wednesday, a little bit after 1 o'clock, we take about 15 minutes to kind of pause, check up, check in, enjoy an encouraging note from any of the books or audiobooks, a few announcements, and close out on a positive note. So I thank each and every one of you guys for joining, liking, sharing, inboxing, as hopefully not only is it a breather for you, but it's also a breather for me. Because as we know, sometimes you can't wait to the end of the day or the beginning of the next day to pause, reboot, all that type of thing. So I'm hoping that this midweek breather, provides, an opportunity for everybody to take a break. The best ways to stay connected with me are on Instagram at AuthorASnorton. And when you click on the link in the bio for AuthorASnorton, that will take you to my link tree. And when you click on my link tree, which is linktr.ee/AuthorASnorton, you can pull the newsletter, which the last newsletter for the year came out a few days ago, so that covers to the end of the month. All the social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter /X, and YouTube. As a side note, subscribe to the YouTube channel when you get a chance. The Amazon author page, the archival editions of the Conversation Corner through the Status Network, and of course the coffee collaboration with Fonte's Coffee through the Author Andrew Snorton blend. So I thank each and every one of you for taking time out. As you can see, I'm rocking the Trio hat, so shouts to Trio /Upward Bound at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. And as you're aware, down here in the A, it's a little bit colder than normal, so I just got in from taking care of some business and just kind of rushed in here, hence the winter attire. But, weather-wise, y'all, be careful. It's December. It's almost officially winter. I think the first official day of winter comes up either the 22nd or 23rd, so please stay warm, stay safe while you're out and about. Couple things before we get started with our selection. As I always try to do, just acknowledge people. If there's folks out there that are going through some challenging times, we know physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, relationships, things along those lines, we're sending a word of encouragement up and out to you. And as I've always said, you have every right to feel some kind of way, and you have every right to experience the wide range of human emotions, but don't let it spill over into something else which could hurt you or hurt other people. And if what you're going through requires professional attention, you need to, or informal stuff where you just have to change up the way that you're moving, the way that you're thinking, the people that you're around, and all those types of things, please identify constructive means for you to start getting back on track, and if things have gone off the rails, doing what you can, formally or informally, to help get them back on the rails. On the flip side, we know the holidays can be a festive time for people. Belated well wishes to our colleagues who celebrate Hanukkah. We know Christmas is right around the corner next Monday. Kwanzaa is coming up soon. New Year's Eve is coming up soon. New Year's Day, hard to believe 2024 is like about a week and a half or so away. So definitely I hope that you're feeling excitement, sense of accomplishment. There's different things that you've worked through in order to get to where you are. So you have every right to celebrate responsibly, celebrate safely. Holidays are a great time to celebrate, and there's a lot of stuff going on, but please be careful while you're out and about. So those are the notes or words of encouragement and just words of reminder for all of us. And speaking of reminder, the selection from today comes from the masterpiece Nothing Minor, which focuses on my first year of covering minor league baseball back in 2019. So basically what ended up happening is I covered in the states of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi, from A ball, double A, triple A. So A ball is the lowest level, double A and then AAA is just one level below the major leagues. Hey, shouts to fam. How you doing? Hey, Lynn, first class, doing amazing things. Side note, check her out, doing some great work across the board. But as I was saying in regards to Nothing Minor, fortunate to interview a number of players who are now on major league rosters. So this is actually kind of a collector's item now. For those of you that collect stuff, this is really a collector's item because probably about half the players I interviewed are either on major league rosters or seen major league time, some of whom are significant contributors to their respective teams, and tried to do as best as possible a job of interviewing African American players because on the major league level, it's like 7 or 8% of all major league baseball players are African American, and there's a couple other neat tidbits in there. But the quote I'm going to pull from is actually from now the current starting first baseman for the Boston Red Sox, Tristan Casas. I got a chance to interview him when he was a 19-year-old, ladies and gentlemen. He's older now. I guess he's about like 23, 24, but as a 19-year-old. And I like this quote, not only just for getting perspective, but with the holidays and some people are taking inventory of the losses that they've taken and are kind of beating themselves down. Here's something that I hope will help somebody. So here it goes. As I interviewed him right after the team lost their game, and I'm just going to go ahead and use this simple quote. And when it comes to losing, he concludes, we either learn or we win. Let me repeat that one more time. And when it comes to losing, he concludes, we either learn or we win. Well, losing does teach lessons that winning cannot. Sometimes it's about having a better plan or assembling a better team or a different strategy or going a different direction. Sometimes losses will teach us a lot of humility. So when we do experience those wins, we view it with a different perspective. Sometimes success can go to your head, and unfortunately a number of us have seen it, whether within our families, on our jobs, sometimes in arts and entertainment, sometimes in sports. People achieve and then they get too big for their britches. You need to get knocked down sometimes for perspective. So when I think about the power of that quote, it's something that helps me. I mean, have I taken losses? Absolutely. I have. Real talk. I have. And sometimes losses are tough to take, but after the smoke clears, it's kind of like you have a new perspective. You have a new appreciation for different things. So to anyone out there who is taking some losses or has taken some losses, taken some hits that have really been, disturbed your core, disturbed your heart, disturbed your spirit, you take time you need to just go through it and then start rebuilding, regrouping, reinvigorating. And that's something that I have to do. And like I said earlier, I know the holidays are tough for some people because some people are really going through some tough times and some tough losses. But by the same token, take the time you need for you. What did you learn from these things, and how can you use what you've learned so you can either avoid certain situations, or when a situation comes up, you feel like you have more tools for your toolbox in order to better handle it. So I want to thank Tristan Casas when I interviewed him back in 2019. The book Nothing Minor, which covers my first year of covering minor league ball, back in 2019. I still cover minor league ball, mainly AAA. So that's the message for today. And as we before we close out, just a couple of quick announcements. Let's see what's coming up. Oh, today I was supposed to do a pop-up book signing at Legacy Cuts in Snellville, Georgia. I need to reschedule it because unfortunately on my end, there's some inventory that did not arrive, and I didn't want to half-step on doing a pop-up book signing. So I will look to work with rescheduling that for January, but I want to thank Legacy Cuts. That's my shop right there. So thank everybody there, and thank you for your understanding that the bottom line, if I can't do it right, I'm not going to do it. I'm not just going to do something for the sake of it. So make sure to check the social media and related updates when we look to reschedule that in January. A couple other things on the horizon. Shouts to the Loganville Conyers chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Sigma Eta Lambda, this Friday at Hugh Spalding Children's Hospital, doing a delivery tied in with the ABC2 project, which is their give back to the different children's hospitals. Also have to give shouts to Shanita Scott Conley for doing a drive earlier this week in Clayton County, and I know other folks are doing great drives. Tie Rest a Tie with Divas and Dolls has like over 30 women doing donations. So make sure to check that out on the business site, AuthorASnorton CCS. But shouts to everybody doing community givebacks. And real quick, and hey, you might get lucky. One little crazy. Hey, man, been a minute. Hope you're doing well. My boy Scooter Taylor, man, that is pure unadulterated genius right there. You and your sister doing amazing work. But again, any of these drives that are going on, try to do what you can to support. And that's from clothing to food to toys or whatever. Like I said before, the holidays can be real challenging. Try to think what else is coming up this weekend. We know for those that celebrate Christmas, coming up Monday, so obviously safe travels to everybody that's out there traveling. Gosh, I'm trying to think of a couple other things. Oh, needs a quick reminder on the coffee end. So, this is the bourbon-infused coffee under the Author Andrew Snorton blend in partnership with Fonte's Coffee. We are extending the availability to January 15th, 2024. So, you want to make sure you get your bag. Go on fontescoffee.com, click on the menu for special collections. Mine's the first one that pops up. Go ahead, and if you order 60 or more, it's free shipping. Now, what am I enjoying in this cup? Because I overbrewed, so I'll do a lot of times, which is a really good trick to making your own iced coffee. Get it in any extra coffee you put in one of the tumblers. Let it chill overnight. And I'm actually sampling an iced version of the bourbon infused. Let me go ahead and give it a sip. Now, normally I'm not an iced coffee fan, but that right there is the truth. So make sure to get it. Again, shouts to let's see. I'm gonna see if I let's see. But yeah, just testing technology. Oh wait, here we go. We're gonna try this one and see what happens. But yeah, but thanks to my team at Fonte's Coffee for just a great collab, great partnership. Make sure to check them out when you're in Louisville, Kentucky. But definitely online.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey man, I had to do it because you are doing like amazing stuff all across the whole universe basically. First off, how are you doing and how's your holiday coming along?
It's good, man. It's good. I'm in New York City right now. Parents get here in a couple days. I'm going to actually have a conference that I'm actually about to speak on in about 2 hours. So, yeah, man, enjoying life. Enjoying life.
Yeah, like your time up top is treating you well. I will be I'll hit you up offline. So that delay from a couple weeks ago, let's see if we can work on that next week.
Of course, man. I'm going to jump out of here, but good to see you always. Should be a fun holiday season up in New York here.
Yeah, definitely will. Look, I just had to plug in. I'm like, let me go ahead and try it and see what happens. So thanks. Hey, listen, real quick. Best wishes with the great projects you're working on. You've been doing some outstanding work in so many different areas. And like they say, give people their flowers. So, man, I'm giving you a whole botanical garden, for lack of a better term. But keep doing the amazing work you're doing. If y'all don't know who this character is, need to get to know him. Like, seriously, good folks.
I appreciate that, man. Always gracious, man. I'm gonna get out of your hair, but thank you so much. I'll always jump on anytime you request. So let's make it happen.
All right, sounds good. Until next time, bro. I'll see you.
Yeah.
All right, peace. Hey, man, like I said before, whenever you've got good people that hey, you got to give them a shout. And I appreciate everybody that popped up. But Scooter's really doing some amazing work. So you need to make sure to check him out. And again, before we get ready to wrap up, I definitely want to shout Aylin First Class, doing some amazing things. Make sure to check her out. One little crazy. Easy. Make sure to check him out. Still doing his thing in arts and entertainment. We just had a quick chat with Scooter, and everybody that joined, Marshall Stills, Hill Brando, Evolve 1925, VM Rob 16, Bianca Jackson, Kill Jack. Hey, thank you so much. All y'all. Hey, look, normally we'll pre record and drop. Today we just went ahead and went live. And every once in a while, just kind of go off the script a little bit. But shouts to everybody that's popped up and popped on. And definitely when I post this, make sure to, run this back, watch, and share. So as we get ready to wind down, just a couple of quick reminders. So stay connected with me, AuthorASnorton on Instagram. Click on the link in the bio for my link tree, which is linktr.ee/AuthorASnorton. From there, pull the newsletter, all the other social media handles, the website, the coffee collab, all of that. And as we get ready to close out, to everybody that is traveling, not only this weekend, but during the holidays, safe travels. Be careful out here across the board. For those that are in the day party, night party, holiday party scene, hey, enjoy yourselves. Don't overdo it. Get to where you need to go safe and sound, because we want to see you like real soon instead of like other ways. And again, for folks that are going through a challenging time, take the time you need to kind of pause and reboot, hang in, hang on, identify the formal and informal things that you can put in place to help you get to where you're trying to go constructively. For folks who are doing well, like I said, take time you need to celebrate, but let's also keep it in perspective, and let's not forget those who aren't doing as well. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, hey, mainline focus, thank you so much for joining. So again, to make sure to watch this entire chat, including the selection that we did from Nothing Minor, info on the coffee. Make sure when we post this, run it back, watch, share, like, all that type of stuff. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, please take good care while you're out and about. Be safe. Whether small or big, a victory is a victory. Whether slow or swift, movement is movement. Keep it victorious. Keep it moving. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. And again, happy holidays to everybody.